This episode on
Artists Get Game. Hello, friends. Welcome to Artists Get Game, a video podcast by Brazen Jester Studios. Today we are meeting on the unceded ancestral lands of the Lheidli T'enneh, on whose lands we live, work, play, and create here in Prince George, British Columbia. Today we are going to be playing a game of Tsuro with Cindy Larson Marcotte and Akash Chan.
Hello.
Did I say that correct?
Chand.
And Akash Chand. Cindy, before we get started, tell us a little bit about yourself and your connection to the arts.
Oh my goodness. Well, I was in Groupe de Jour in the Pucks. We toured and played across Canada for about 25 years. We recorded 4 CDs, had a lot of national and international airplay, had a wonderful time touring with our kids, all the different festivals and soft cedar concerts all over BC, Alberta, and Western States. And that led me to, Groupe de Jour, the Pucks, I should say that. We did a video here with the National Film Board of Canada, who came and videoed Across the River and Domino, 2 pieces off our first CD. And we were invited to open for the Crash Test Dummies at the Commonwealth Games.
Oh, wow.
Which, let me tell you, had us levitating for weeks in fear and wonderment and pure joy. And we were the only group, I'm really happy about this, that had a video, and that was of Across the River, about the environmental areas here, just the care and the love for this area of the province. And they showed it on the Jumbotron screens at the Commonwealth Games. Well, we had 100,000 people watching.
Oh my goodness, that's so
cool.
exciting.
So that kind of pole vaulted us onto more of a national stage. We were the little band that, who the heck are you band? And probably the little band that shouldn't have, and we're up there with all these big name people. So everybody was fascinated. We handed out like 500 Groupe de Jour Running with Scissors t-shirts, and we got interviews from everybody you can possibly imagine. And we ended up being the unofficial ambassadors for all the Commonwealth artists that were in the area. And so let me tell you, the jam sessions after the evening concerts were epic. I probably have 5 hours of video. And we met a lot of people, and it just kind of snowballed from there. So all our traveling and touring was just the momentum that was created by being a resident of Prince George. In fact, recording our first CD was kind of interesting because there was a group of theater people here in Prince George that decided, you need a CD. So they started a trust fund, and they started holding fundraisers, and we would go and play. And the seed capital was there to record our first CD. So here we are, beautiful British Columbia. Prince George, British Columbia is a great supporter of the arts. So then as we moved along, I got involved in the Prince George Community Foundation, the Festival of Trees, volunteering, stuff like that. And that kind of led me to, with other various organizations that I volunteered for, was a 2-term stint on the BC Arts Council representing the northern part of the province. And I just timed out from, how many years? 7 years on the Symphony Board, Prince George Symphony Board.
Wow.
So right now, and also we were in lots of plays, musicals with Judy Russell's Enchaînement's dance studio. So did a lot of theater, dancing, so yeah.
Yeah, good.
That's amazing.
That's very exciting. I'm excited to hear more as we play our game.
Me too, yeah.
And Akash, what have you got?
Nothing as extensive as that. So I started learning music, how to play piano when I was just like a kid, but it never really became a serious thing until a few years ago. I was asked to be in a band, and I was like, yeah, I would love to do that. And it just went from practicing to writing our own songs, and then I got more involved in writing the songs, and then we released a single, and it did pretty good. It's called Trip. We were under the name Ice Cold Mood at that time.
Okay.
And then we lost some members, we gained a new drummer, we changed our name. A year went by and we released a CD. And then the band broke up, they just didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
But I had the itch at that point.
Yeah.
And now I'm just making as much music as I can. And yeah, that's it. I'm doing it because I love it. I haven't planned like performances or anything yet.
Yeah.
But
That's
I hope to.
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of which, I think it's time we start our game.
Okay.
Okay, so the game we're playing today is called Tsuro, and it's a pathfinding game. So if you would like to put your character on one of these little dots at the side, and then we can get started. You're picking where you want to start.
I think I do
Where do
like
I
this
wanna
spot here.
start?
Yeah.
I think I kind of like that.
Okay, and then, how do we want to decide who goes first? How should we decide?
Host leads the
Okay,
way.
I'll go first. I can go first. You want to not show me your tiles? Because you might be able to trick me with them.
Okay.
Okay, so what do I want to do? Okay, so I put my tile down, and then my little dude goes.
And then
it's
you draw a
your
new
turn.
one?
And then you draw a new tile. And then it's your turn.
No, let me see. Ooh, that looks good. Okay.
So while she's going, what was your favorite thing about working? Oh, you need to connect it to where you started.
Oh, where I
What
started,
was your
right.
favorite thing about working in a collaborative group?
I really liked just getting input from everyone because everyone's additions just changed the song overall, and like ideas that I had that were kind of half-baked that I brought to the band were just like transformed into more complex, complete, more fleshed out musical ideas. And that just really helped me just gain an appreciation, I guess, for how songs are made and constructed.
Oh, cool. That's really awesome.
And jamming is just so much fun.
Yes.
I really love
It's
it.
the best.
I'm gonna place this one here and move down to there.
I have to admit, I personally am very new to the concept of jamming. I grew up in a very classical music. You learn the music and then you play the music and you perfect the music sort of environment. So when I actually became an elementary school music teacher, I started learning how to jam on an ukulele. So
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, that's
was so
that's
much fun.
The plan this year is to learn the ukulele.
Ah! There we go.
Dan had
didn't
bought
draw any
me a beautiful Epiphone ukulele for Christmas. Oh, where am I going? Eek.
Oh, you get to draw another tile as well.
Oh, I do?
Yep, every
Oh,
time you play a tile, you get to draw a tile.
Yay. Okay, that might help. Where's that little road there?
So you're on
Okay.
this one.
And it has to completely side by side, does it not? Mm-hmm. No.
But you don't want it to run off the path that you're on. You don't want it to run
No.
off the board.
Okay. This is more complicated than it appears. Because it's got to match, because there he
Yeah.
is, right there. I think I'm in trouble. Here, let me see here.
That one works.
Oh, I think it might. Okay, okay, so I'll go up there now.
Yep. Okay. So, Cindy, in your introduction, you spoke about being really involved in a lot of really amazing opportunities that were made possible by being from Prince George or being from the North. What do you find inspires you the most about being from Prince George as a musician or creatively?
I guess I have to go back to when we actually became a group. It was an accidental group.
Those are the best ones.
Yeah, it really was. Was the fact that we didn't have the influence and the constraints of living in the big city. So it was whatever we had lying around the house, and I mean that seriously, for instruments, is what we decided to use for instrumentation. I happened to have an African drum at the time, and Lloyd had a sousaphone as well as a bass, and I played some harp, and Murray had guitar. It was obviously the guitarist, he was the principal songwriter, and played harp as well. And so the music that we were writing, and especially the stories coming out of northern BC, were from experiences. And we just found that as our music progressed and we became more involved in the participation of putting the music structure together, et cetera, and coming up with the tunes, is we found kind of lighthearted and fun ways to present stories of mainly the northern part of this province. So I think it was that living up here, I don't know as we'd been given the opportunities that we had, if we'd been just, small fish in a big pond. So I think we were very fortunate that way.
Okay. That sounds really lovely. And if you ever get writer's block or are feeling creatively stuck,
Yeah.
how does our local, like, does the local landscape help you in any way or inspire you? How do you get unstuck?
Oh,
I would love to know
wow.
as well.
I think sometimes when, Murray has a different way of writing music than I do, and Lloyd does. I think that for Murray, it's just like, I think he just delves into it, whereas I'll go and I'll take a walk, I'll think about something, I'll be driving in the car. I think you just have to really allow yourself the opportunity to step back, relax, and not stress about it. That's the big one. Like, I have to write a song in 15 minutes. Like, sometimes you can. It's remarkable if something like that happens. But for the most part, you're always rewriting and rewriting because we're never, ever satisfied as artists
Yeah.
with what we're doing, ever. I think that it's just a matter of just letting it flow. Like, you'll be thinking about some experience you had. And all of a sudden you go, I never thought of that as being a song material, but why not? You know? That's...
Yeah.
It really, there is no particular formula, but just relax and let it flow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. It is your turn.
Ew. Trouble abounds. Where are we here? Will that work or not? It might. Ooh, I think it does. Bingo.
And how about you? If you, as a singer-songwriter, when you get writer's block or you're just trying to do something, you're just trying to force it to happen and it's not happening, what do you do to sort of step back or find those creative sparks again?
That's something I've been struggling with quite a bit recently. It's really difficult to just like force yourself to be inspired.
Yeah.
I've just been taking walks, trying to get out in nature more often.
Perfect.
I was just like paddle boarding the other day. It's just, that's been really nice and relaxing. I don't really have a good answer for it. I try to do just something new as well, change my perspective. I had really bad burnout for like a few months recently, and my new song has been like delayed 3 or 4 months because of that. But I think just taking a break from it for a while helped as well.
Yeah.
I don't have a great answer. Just
Well,
keep
that
trying.
That sounds like a pretty good
That
answer to
sounds
me.
pretty good. Everybody that I've ever talked to has a different answer for that question. So I'm just always curious as to what that answer will be.
If I may, you said you suffered from burnout for a few months, which can certainly happen. Have you ever thought of writing a song about that? Because people can relate to that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll give it a try
Yeah.
maybe for my next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do it to your punk pop feel too.
Yeah, I feel like that would serve it
I think
pretty well.
burnout's an awesome title, actually.
Oh my goodness.
That is a cool title. I like
yeah,
that.
burnout.
Okay, so we're getting to that point in this game where whatever I connect to could send me out of the game. So I got to be careful
Oh, because you can
Oh, I forgot I need
because
another
go on
I'm
the
towel.
other paths. I
connecting
see.
to Cindy's path now.
Oh, okay.
But I'm going to
And you have to follow it to the end.
sneak past you there.
I
Because
see.
depending on how I put that down, it could have sent me right back to the beginning.
I see.
I think I'm okay.
It-
Like I said, we'll probably play a couple
Okay.
games, maybe a best of 3.
This is kind of fun.
It is.
Oh, where do I want to go now? I think I'll get out of your way. So I'll just do that and I'll go up there. Perfect.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to just stay in my own little island over here.
Oh, well, I don't think
Well,
we're
look
going
at
to allow
you.
that to happen.
Ah, he's linear.
Oh, that's the wrong way.
Another name for a song.
I find that I think of song titles or like album titles or band names all the time, but when I go down and like sit down to write about that, nothing comes up. I found the best like lyrics or music that I've written is just from unassuming times. I just sit down to noodle or practice. And then I'm like, hey, that sounds kind of cool. This sounds cool. What if I put this kind of melody on it or drums that did like that?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Experimentation. That's where the best ideas can come from. I don't know. I find when I'm feeling burned out or feeling the most inspired in the past for me has been if I'm starting a new class or a new course, because I'm one of those perpetual learners and I always seem to have to be learning something new. I really like break time, and I just will find a break. I'll always take my ukulele or my Merlin, and I'll just sit down and I'll just write. It's like the act of learning for me makes me more creative. So I find my creative outlet through that, or new songs anyway. It's your
I'd
turn.
like to hear what you've done. You've been holding out on me.
Oh, my songs sound very much like songs written by an elementary school teacher, I think.
Well,
not a
there's a
bad
niche
thing.
for that one, Sharon.
There
you know
is.
that.
Yes. Okay, so it is your turn, Cindy.
Now what do I do? Okay, I look like I'm going into forbidden territory here. I might just have to be brave about it and just go for it. What am I doing? Gotta be careful, Sin. All roads lead off the board. That's not a good thing. Let me see. Oh, is that a winner? No. Nope. Hang on.
Just got to keep track of
Okay,
which
well,
path
I'm
you're
going
on.
to
Yeah.
do that because at least I've got some room, so. Wee. Okay.
Oh, you were right here.
Oh, sorry.
you get to go
Oh, I
up to
get to go
here.
up there. Even better. Okay,
Ooh, yeah, you've got lots of
perfect.
space over there.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to play this one.
Story of my life here.
And I slide all the way down to here.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, right. Yeah, you can go backwards.
Well, that's the way his loop went. The path that he was on.
Right.
Okay. Now I am in trouble. I think the only way for me to go is
Hey, I
out of
don't
the
like
game
that.
right now. Oh, maybe I'm okay. I'm okay.
Oh, that's a cool one.
I think I have to stay on that path.
It's a scary place to be.
It is a very scary place to be. I'm almost off the board. Oh, dear. Oh, okay, Cindy, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Well, I seem to be traveling up that trail, so I think I'll just continue on. See where it takes me. Now I better. Okay. Guys.
So when you were performing with your band, do you have any funny stories that are age appropriate for PGG rating? Just interesting things that happen while you're performing?
One thing I think that was really funny at a show one time, we were playing a Halloween show at the Omni Art Center, and we decided to do a band costume, and we all dressed up as the members from the Scooby-Doo gang. And my costume was Scooby-Doo, so I had just a big onesie, I had like paws covering my hands and a huge fluffy head in front of me, and I remember just trying to like jump around and play shows, and the costume was like pulling my arm down and blocking my view, and I thought that was pretty fun. It was a good memory for me.
Oh, that is fun.
Just being a fool on stage. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
I think
a
the
lot of
people
fun.
really liked it. So
Sure.
that made me happy.
Sure.
Oh, that's good. Everything okay?
He's just getting the cord.
I know he is. You're checking things.
Well, I wasn't seeing the red dot.
Oh, okay.
so-
Thank you. Sorry, he just had to interrupt for a sec.
That's quite all right.
Okay, so Cindy, it is your turn.
Oh boy, okay. Now I have to get really creative about this, don't I? Now, where do I want to go? Well, I think I'm going to head in your direction. Oops.
Yep.
There I am.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna try this here and zoom out and then over this way.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Nice save, because otherwise all roads led off the board.
It's getting kind of scary for
I
me
know,
now.
I'm getting really concerned, but I think I might have just managed to save myself. Heading the right direction now. Okay. So Cindy, how about you? Do you have any funny moments I know
Well.
that when we were in The Sound of Music, we definitely had some fun as nuns
Yes.
backstage. I do know that, but
Oh boy. Oh boy, what comes to mind? Because there's been a lot of funny moments on stage. Like I think that probably not being able to get out of a costume and in another one, and I'm supposed to go on stage and it's over my head and everybody's trying to dress me back there. I'd have to say, as far as performing arts, that one was probably pretty crazy.
yeah.
And another one was, the boys love to tell this story, and so I'm outing it, is we were on stage and both Murray and I play harmonica. And anyway, sometimes you throw your harmonica on a glass of water to keep the reeds nice and moist. I didn't realize that Murray had dropped his harmonica in my glass. And I was grabbing a glass of water and I grabbed it and clank, and it's gross. Honey, everybody's laughing. I'm horrified. Just had the crowd going. I think it was a tension release too, but yeah, I would have to say that probably sticks out in my mind.
Yeah, I could definitely understand that. Okay, so I think it's your turn again.
Okay, alrighty. Well, I think if I'm smart, I will, that's not the right one. Okay, I need one that has got a short end on it.
That one works.
This one? Okay. Yeah, because I need to get out of the predicament I'm in. Whee! And I'll put that down there. Okay, sorry, didn't mean to disturb your tiles.
That's okay. Okay. Oh, this is dangerous.
Oh, this is getting scary for me. I think this might be one of the only things I can do, and I'll go up this way. But that leaves my fate in your hands.
Yes, it does, because if I have to connect that tile, where is it going to send you? Oh, dear.
Yeah, I have to tell you, playing in costumes is a pretty interesting situation, especially if you don't think it through.
Yeah, I had no forethought at all. I was
Oh,
like, oh, I'll
boy.
just order this giant onesie, huge fluffy head, shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, you know, like wearing a big belly, like a big chubby guy, but you've got congas in front of you and you can't get close to him now. That's interesting too.
Okay, I think I'm taking you out of the game.
Oh no.
No, I'm taking myself out of the game. I put that down wrong. Like I had a plan. How did it go? There. No. I messed up. I just took myself out of the game. Doo-doo-doo.
Really?
I did.
Oh no.
See, because I was here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go, and I'm off the board.
Oh,
But now I
whoa.
connected you,
And I
and you go,
go, oh, I might also
and
go
you're
off the
also
board.
off the board. Cindy wins the
Hey.
first round of
Wow,
Tsuro.
that's pure luck.
That's how it works. Okay, congratulations. So round one goes to Cindy. Oh my goodness.
There's a lot more strategy in this game than
There
it
is.
initially appears.
There is. Okay. I can shuffle your,
There.
and then you can pick your starting point if you
All
want to
right.
start in the same spot or somewhere else.
Where do I want to go? Well, I think I'm going to start down here.
I'm going to try starting in this corner over here.
Okay, here we go. 3 cards. And since you won the last game, you get to start, Cindy.
Okay. What do I want to do? Take the long. I think I'll do that. And I'll just play it safe for the moment.
Okay. So collaboration for people in bands seems to be like a really key part of what you need to do to be successful. Is there somebody that you haven't had the opportunity to collaborate with that you've just always really wanted to work with, or who's your dream person that you just think, oh, that would just be, I know that I would feel like I had made it if I got to collaborate with that person?
Oh, wow. You mean like regionally, locally, or just in general?
In general.
Just in general.
Oh, I would love to have been the percussionist, background vocalist for David Bowie. I saw him in concert, and I was practically levitating out of my seat with envy.
Yeah.
I thought, there's a job for me.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is, that would have been the dream. Yeah. Yeah. How about you?
I think for me, if I could like write a song or collaborate on a song with Julian Casablancas from The Strokes, that would be
nice.
unreal.
Oh,
That would
wow.
be so cool.
That would be really awesome.
They are definitely my biggest inspiration band, and I love it. I love everything about their music. It would be so cool to work with him.
That would be really neat.
I even chased down the person who produced their first 2 albums, and I reached out to him about like working together.
Oh, wow.
And
Oh, wow.
he agreed to mix my most recent song.
Oh,
that
that's
was
super
Wow.
exciting.
So cool for
Super
me.
exciting.
So just on the edge of touching greatness there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so close.
So close, just about there. That is awesome.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Is this
And-
recent now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was just a few weeks ago now.
Hey,
Oh, wow.
excellent. Oh, that's,
And I'm
that's
really
exciting.
excited with how it sounds now. I
Yeah.
can't wait to release it.
I would
Oh,
love to
good.
hear it.
I can't wait to hear it.
I think it'll be another month or 2 still.
Okay. I think it's your
But it's
turn.
almost
That's
there.
so exciting.
Oh, wow.
my
That
gosh.
does
I
sound awesome.
can't believe that he agreed to work with me. It was
Oh.
just unreal. It's so cool.
I'll go there.
I've been telling everyone who will listen.
It's exciting. It is. Well done, you.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you,
is
thank
super
you.
exciting. Your turn.
Oh,
I always
I will go right there.
Always
Just
love to
keep
hear
moving.
new music and new people having an opportunity to present their music. It's exciting. It really is. It brings me back to those days, you know, when we first started out.
I feel like the music scene in Prince George has been pretty good lately too.
It has.
There's been a lot of emerging bands that seem to be doing pretty good.
Yeah.
It's really inspiring just to see so many people that I know like have even moderate or mild success making music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is really nice because for years there was kind of like everything was sort of dead, you know, local music scene. And I'm excited about seeing what's going on. It's really wonderful.
It is. It's one of those excited things about Prince George. I've said it before. I moved here in 2007. We had the 5-year plan. We were going to stay here for 5 years. And
Oh,
then
you're part of that
move
club too.
somewhere else. But we fell in love with it. I've lived in lots of places all over Canada, and I've found very few regions or cities or communities where the arts community is so supportive of everyone, of each other. You may be doing the exact same thing I am doing, but I'm going to support you 100% on your endeavors, and you're going to support me. And I've really appreciated that really family feel of the art scene here, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to highlight it with this podcast.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, you're absolutely right. And it has taken years for collectively for the community to come together and realize that, you know, everybody should not be isolated pods all over town. But if we join forces as a collective body, we can support and encourage each other. And that's how things grow.
Yeah.
You know, big umbrella of arts.
Yes, that is for sure. Okay.
I'm passionate about that too.
Yeah, and I think it's your turn.
Okay. Let me see here. Well, that looks kind of cool. Why don't I do that? I'll go up. Oops, I'm moving things around.
That's okay.
Slippery fingers.
It's a non-permanent board.
I'm just gonna keep on rocking this way.
Oh my goodness,
Nice.
that's a pretty direct line
Okay.
you've got going on there.
I just don't want to get turned around.
Okay. Still safe. So Cindy, as someone who has been a performer in Prince George for many years now, what advice would you have for a new young musician starting out with their career?
I would love to hear this.
Oh my goodness, that's a tall order. Be absolutely true to your music. That's number one. Because what we were doing was so different. It wasn't mainstream at all, but we just kept doing it. And for every style of music that's out there, there is an audience. Rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. The best advice I could give anybody who is also playing, have you got an opportunity to actually hear yourself while you're playing, or like play it back? Can you record and listen to what you're doing?
Yes, yeah.
One of the things that we did, and particularly when we were playing like pretty important gigs where we needed to be good.
Yeah.
Is that we would spend weeks just with the headphones on, rehearsing together, listening to the song, correcting our vocals, correcting anything that needed to be done. And we would do this for weeks on end before we ever hit the road. And it's the best advice I could give any musician that's playing live. Because you go from, because when you know this yourself, when you're singing, it's gone. And if you have no way of hearing that back, so that you don't really know how you sound, you know how you sound in your head.
Yeah,
But
how you think you sound.
You know exactly. And so when you are listening to a piece of music that you've done, after a while, it's like riding a bicycle. It's like when your tonal quality is there. You know when your notes are on, or everything that you're doing is collective and it's there.
Yes, that's something I feel like I've come to learn just through playing whatever shows I did already, because I would feel really good about the performance, and then I would see a recorded video and be like, oh, well, actually my tone here was off, and I sang this note a little off, and like that kind of thing. But
that's where, when you start crossing the line to getting into being able to apply for professional gigs.
Okay.
It's rehearsal. But really be true to your music, really. It sounds like what's happening to you is so exciting. I'd say that you're really on your way. A little bit, the baby steps,
It's just been small but consistent growth.
But that's it. That's exactly what you need to be doing. I'm taking up too much airspace.
There's
I'm gonna go there.
no such thing.
I just find all this really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that is the whole point. Okay. What's going on this board? I could listen to you talk for hours, Cindy. Not to worry.
Oh dear. Well, I have to tell you, that was the main reason that when I got an opportunity to get on the BC Arts Council, was because I really wanted to be of some kind of assistance to helping others like get grants for traveling and that sort of thing, because there was not enough representation in the North. They had a book like this of grants they gave out every year. There was that much that was the northern part of the province. And so to have a perspective from somebody from the northern part of the province, when you have musicians like yourself or performers like yourself, you need to get to a workshop, or you need to get an opportunity to go play somewhere or tour. We're a heck of a long ways geographically from anything else.
It's expensive.
And, there are grants out there to help people move along so they can be heard, Yeah. So that's why I got involved.
Well, that's good. It sounds like a good reason to get involved.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Where are we now? I think it's your turn again, Cindy.
Is it?
Yeah, because you went first.
Okay. Now, I gotta really be strategic about this one. Otherwise, I'm gonna be in trouble. Ooh, where am I going?
That one keeps you going.
This one?
The one, yep, the one you just were on, because it would bring you around and going straight.
I'm glad I'm playing with you.
I should stop helping. But
No, I like it. There. Okay. Then I can do a turnaround of some kind. Okay. Says she.
I'll play something like this and just work my way back.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. It doesn't look like anybody's close to winning this time.
It might sneak up on us.
It should sneak up on us, just like it did last time, where I had no hope and I killed two of us in one card.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what I've done to myself here.
Yeah. How are you going to get out of that corner,
bit of
Cindy?
a pickle over there.
Oh.
Hopefully you've got something good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Is it me?
Yep. It's
Oh,
your
it's
turn.
me. I'm sitting here staring at it thinking, all right, strategy. No, if I do that, I'll go right off the board.
There's a lot more strategy than one thinks.
Yeah,
in this
just like,
game.
being willy-nilly here and just, okay. I'll try not to take up too much time. Shoot. Whoops.
Oh, no.
I can go anyway on that one, though.
Nope, because you have to follow the path that you're on.
which just might take me right off the board. I think I'm in a mess.
Oh, I
That
think
one,
if
but-
you do that one, if you can lead to that path, we'll go that way.
Oh, it'll
That might
fit
be
on
your
there.
only
That
hope.
might be your only hope. Might save you for
thank
one
you.
more
Thank you, darling. Here we are.
for one more turn at least.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take a nice little cruise on that way.
Oh, clever you.
I'm turning back this way.
Oh.
Okay, so Cindy, bands come and bands go, as we know. What do you think is the secret to the longevity of the bands that you have performed in?
Well, I mean, the one that was that I performed in the most was, you know, we started out as Groupe du Jour, and the producer in LA said that there's several Groupe du Jours out there, from Grateful Dead cover band to comedy act and a dance studio. You have to change your name, and so we changed our name, but we have always been the same group. And like I said, we were together for playing actively for close to 25 years. So I can use that as my reference point.
Yeah.
Yes, I have put other bands together, but they're more for fun and friendship and just the joy of music. The best thing that I can tell anybody is make sure you get along with your bandmates. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't bicker. Put your ego at the door. Remember, you're all there for your I guess you would call it, you'd be spokes on the wheel heading to the hub, and the hub being the music. Because one of the things that we've recognized with people that have had so much talent, but they've collapsed and burned, is all that bickering and fighting and or egos abounding. You know, we each looked at each other as not only individual musicians, but everything was about the net result. And we became really good friends. And you've got 3 completely different personalities traveling for 10 hours in a van, you know.
Yeah.
We told a lot of ridiculous jokes. I remember laughing so hard on just the stupidest stuff. But that kept us from being totally stressed out and kept the levity going. So humor is important.
Okay.
Really caring about each other collectively and taking good care of yourself. Health is important. You know, take good care of your health. Don't get drunk on the road. Don't get into silly things. But bands don't stay together if the egos are big and they're bickering. It just they just don't, no matter how good they are. So
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay, it's your turn.
oh
This could be the turn that ends it all.
oh no. Where's
I see one path.
I
to
see one
safety.
path.
Yeah,
if
I
you
do
can get
too.
around to here, you're okay.
How do I do that? Oh, I might. I think I got lucky. Look at this. Ta-da!
Oh no!
Can I
Not
do
quite.
it?
Not
No.
quite. You're
But
on the
I
wrong
got-
path.
Oh shoot!
If you
I was
flip
looking
that
at
tile
this one.
180, that
Yeah,
might
but
save
that
you.
I'd be cheating. So I've got to own it.
Okay.
Oh, here I go with a big triumphant leave.
Oh.
There I am.
Oh,
Ta-da!
one down. And then there were 2.
Then there were 2.
Didn't take 2 out in one card this
And
time.
then there were 2.
I'll go this way.
Okay.
I just love how you're just doing the linear thing. It's just cool.
Back and forth.
Yeah,
and
back and forth.
Oh no.
You
I'm
can
going
tell
the
the
wrong way.
my mind works.
Creative mind.
Oh well, eclectic.
Yes. Okay.
Wow.
What if I do
And this might be where I have to turn off the path.
Oh, lucky.
back to the middle? Ah,
Perfect.
we'll see how long this lasts because I'm about to connect to other cards.
I'll go this way. Is it possible that we run out of tiles and have people
If
on
you
the
run out
board?
of tiles, then you win the game.
Ooh, okay. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
We're about to crash.
I don't want to follow the path to see where this is going to take me, but I know it'll take you off the board.
Oh, it's going to take you
So
too.
that'll take you there.
Oh, no,
And I go this way.
Oh!
Winner.
And the winner of our second game. Congratulations.
There
Thank
you
you,
go.
thank you.
Congratulations. And that's all done.
There we go.
What's the time?
154.
So we have time for one more game, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
This is such a great concept.
Isn't it fun?
Well, it is, because, you know, it takes you out of yourself, which is really important.
Yeah, and then you don't sort of feel like you're on
Well,
as much.
You know, it's interesting, and I'll bet you find this too. Like when you're on stage and you're acting,
Yeah.
it's fine. You just disappear into whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah.
And I always used to say to people, because I had to get up and speak at different things with all these different organizations, and I'd be just a sweaty mess. I'd say, I can sing to you better than I can talk to you. So I'm probably doing a lot of, when I'm talking to you here, but this relieves the tension.
Good.
Yeah, this is a great idea.
That was my plan.
God, we should have a Monopoly board permanently set up at home so we can talk about stuff.
I'm not going to lie, the best conversations in my family happen over board games.
Oh, isn't
Board
it?
games
we
are so
have-
much fun.
Yeah.
My brother recently gave us a board game that is an epic board game. It came in the most giant box based on our favorite science fiction fantasy series that is no longer airing, and it was a special collector's edition, but it was
Oh,
the
neat.
biggest game I have ever seen.
Wow.
And we played that game for 8 hours. And we were engaged and into it the
my
whole
gosh.
time. We had to set up snack stations around so that we could get up and snack.
I love
But
it.
it's just, yeah.
Oh, that's
board games.
fabulous.
Board
Did you
games.
solve all the problems of the world? And
There was definitely some competitive edge getting
Yeah.
in there, maybe creating some lifelong family rifts,
Uh-oh.
but also good memories.
that sounds like
Okay.
a heck of a
Where
lot
did
of
you want
fun.
to start, Cindy?
Oh, sorry, I just went.
No, that's okay.
went
No,
and
I just don't know.
started.
You need to find your starting spot as we're chatting.
No, let me see. Maybe I'll start down here this time.
Okay.
Okay. So you want me to lay my first?
Here's my, yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. I think I'll just do that and go there.
Okay.
I think something that I've found for bands that stay together is just showing up for practice. Have a set practice every week and just show up.
Yeah, commitment. I forgot to throw that in. Of commitment, of course, but I guess I took that for granted. But you're absolutely right.
I've been in a
And-
few bands, and the ones that made it furthest are when
Yeah.
we are at practice every week. When people start missing practice once or twice a month, then it just falls apart, I found.
Yeah, and I've had that happen when I've put together like a band for Boogie with the Stars, you know, where somebody was consistently not showing up, and it was hard on everybody. And so finally you just have to kind of say, well, I guess they're just not that into it. And that is hard. It is.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. All right. Where am I going with this?
I found it's been difficult for me when I'm more invested in the band than the rest of the other members.
Yeah.
And sometimes that, for me, turned the smaller problems into bigger problems. And that's, you know, when things start falling apart.
Yeah.
Being a solo artist and doing it by myself has been good, but I really miss the collaboration. Just hearing everyone's ideas.
Absolutely. And just that connectivity and friendship on stage, you know, someone to play off of. I would imagine it's really difficult. I've never done solo work. I really admire you for doing that.
It's been difficult.
Yeah. It takes courage to get up there by yourself.
I haven't actually
Yeah.
performed solo by myself yet. I don't know how to go about doing it because I feel like just me with the guitar doesn't really get the whole feel for what I want the song to sound like. And I don't know how I feel about playing live and playing like shows with backing tracks yet. I don't know if that's like widely accepted as okay or not, or if I should just find people to play with me.
You know, so many solo acts that I've seen, like at festivals and whatnot, they'll do backtracks. The most important thing is that it's you playing and it's your music. It's not like you're just reaching into Spotify and grabbing something as a backtrack. So it is perfectly acceptable. In
Okay.
fact, it can really add. I just came back from 2 months in Europe, and I collect video clips of every artist I see on the street. And so many of them
cool.
got
That's
like a
really
little
cool.
Bose thingy, and they've got their backtrack of what they've written, and it just kind of swells it out and rounds it out.
Okay.
So nobody is saying, oh, well, you know, because it's their original music. So go for it.
Okay, that's really
Yeah.
reassuring then.
Yeah, absolutely do it.
Yep, it's also a great way to add your own harmonies. So as long as you're
Yes.
recording your own vocal harmonies, if you're wanting those in there,
Exactly, yeah.
it's still you.
Yeah.
Just sing live your part and have the harmonies. It's such a good idea.
And
I'll have to make some backing tracks then.
And the technology being what it is now,
oh,
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
incredible.
not
It's
like
insane what you
even
can do.
like it's not like you're out there playing a cassette tape, right? It's not like, okay, and this is the song I'm going to sing, and waiting for it to play.
Or
And
that
then-
dreadful
yeah.
rewind sound.
Yeah, yeah. It's a very different thing, and it's not as long as you're still the performer, you're still doing your piece. You're not lip syncing. It's
Yeah,
it's an
I wouldn't
authentic
do
performance
that.
anyway. Yeah,
And
I
you know,
would-
remember, there are no rules. You make the rules.
it's
That's
your
always good to know,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's your art, it's your creative space. Nobody stands over a painter and goes, I think you should add a tree. You know? I mean, so it's yours.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. So it's your turn, Cindy. So I have a question. Cindy had mentioned, when you're on stage performing, you're into it and you could feel like you could do just about anything, or you have that sense of freedom. How does it feel for you when you're performing? Is there one instrument that you prefer to play on in performance? Does one make you feel more nervous or more secure?
I think I definitely prefer playing guitar. I feel like, maybe not now, but I was a better pianist at one point. But I just didn't want to be sitting down in one spot
Oh,
playing.
okay.
I wanted to be up and jumping around and moving and high energy. And the guitar really helped me do that.
Yeah? Yeah, I could definitely understand that.
Yeah, I can too, and you can move your body with it.
Yeah, I'm the same as Cindy. When I'm on stage, I am no longer myself. So if I am on stage and I am performing, I could become any character. I could be the most vicious villain or the most in love ingenue,
Yeah.
or, everybody's maid
And
or
I've seen you
best-
do it.
everybody's best friend.
Yeah.
But when it's me, just me, like right now, this makes me a lot more nervous than being on stage with the makeup and being on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
being
true.
in
isn't
character,
it?
I could do almost anything on a stage. But when it's truly me, there's a little bit more at risk when you're being yourself.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the very first time I ever did a starring role, and I got tricked into it. Judy and Bill are so good, and I did. I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
I got tricked into it. So I'll just tell you briefly. I played Peter Pan in Peter Pan. Now, up until that point, I had always just been a musical performing artist. That was it. And Judy had tried for a couple of years to talk me into taking on this role, because I took jazz dance classes and all that sort of thing. But I kept turning her down. I'm not an actor. I'm not. And so they tricked me. She and some friends, they invited us over for dinner and poured some wine into me. And they did. They set me up.
Very
Honestly,
sneaky.
Judy. And I
We're going to
agreed.
be speaking
And
with her in another episode.
I agreed. Am I supposed to put something down?
Yeah.
I agreed to apparently play Peter Pan. I got up in the morning and I made sure I set my alarm, because I was panicking when I got home. What have I done? And I had my alarm set to call her and say, Jude, no. And she anticipated that exactly that this would happen. She phoned me first. We have a photo shoot at 10 o'clock. We have your costume, and that was it. But
Oh my gosh.
that was the most fabulously terrifying experience of my life. It was incredible. And when you talk about being in character, like what you were talking about, you can be any character. Well, the thing is that I had to become a boy. And I didn't know how to become a boy. And Mrs. Murray was trying to teach me how to walk with a package, which was really not happening for me. And my sons were trying to teach me. And after a while, after several rehearsals and getting into this, I mean, I was stalking around the house and I was getting really buff because Judy and Andrew had me at the gym. And while they sat in the hot tub, I was swimming laps, cheering me on, getting my back in shape for the harness. Once they slapped that 10-pound harness on me, I walked like a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did because I had to fly with this thing. Yeah.
Oh, and how was it flying?
Holy smokes, that was a whole other thing. I mean, I don't want to take up airspace here.
Oh, please do.
They brought the Flying Foys up from Las Vegas, and they had flown all kinds of famous people, Robin Williams and whatnot. And Robin Williams, like myself, was terrified of heights. And the idea that I was supposed to fly was just like not going to fly.
While singing.
Oh, yeah, and
While
acting,
singing.
and sword fighting, and leaping and jumping, and like Peter Pan.
Yeah.
I was in the best shape of my life.
Oh my goodness.
Well, anyway, I was terrified. So they had what they called a flying party, and they had these little bottles of champagne, and they were, taking the prosecco, and they had me like a baby in a jolly jumper going along the stage, doody-doody-doo, and then they'd swing me a little higher and a little higher, until finally I was up in the roof lines of Vanier Hall. You can imagine.
Oh my goodness.
With a hook in my back. That was it.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, it ended up being really fierce and fabulous. And I thought Andrew Halliday thought I was going to stab him for sure.
Well, I have to admit, I have seen your Peter Pan photos around. I was not around in Prince George when you did
it was
that,
something
though,
else.
But I would have loved to have seen it.
Oh, it was incredible. It was, I mean, what a cast.
Yeah. Okay, it is your turn.
Again.
Well, you
Goodness
see, I keep getting you
sakes.
talking right
Oh,
before your
yeah,
turn.
and I'm just like,
I'm
okay,
tricky
what
that
am I
way.
doing now? You are good. Okay, and I'm going to screw up if I'm not careful. Pardon, I shouldn't say that.
That's
There we
okay.
go. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on a little journey here.
Oh, look at you.
Go up and then down and then back up.
Okay.
You've been studying the board.
Oh yeah.
I'm just doing random here. It's all luck.
And it's you again.
Very little skill. Okay, what have I got?
I find the more skill I think I have at this game, the less that I have.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, I feel so much better somehow. I think I'll go over here. Just
Very
to be
nice.
just to be a contrarian. This is fun.
It is. I'm
This is
so
really
glad
fun.
that you came to visit today.
Well,
I
thank
was
you
so
for
excited.
inviting me.
Yeah,
I
thank
feel
you for
really,
having
I
me
feel
on board.
incredibly honored to be here.
Ooh, that was a nice little loop-de-loop. Okay.
Yeah, just it's interesting just talking about what you do. I feel such an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the experiences that I've been able to have as a musician and on stage with, acting with beautiful people like yourself and so many others that we've become friends through these experiences. And it's like networking and forming all these lovely friendships, and it's just been enjoy the ride. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
And you're lovely. I mean, I can tell by your face that you're really open.
Yeah.
So, and that is one of the things that we were told at festivals. They will hire nice people before they'll hire people that are even more talented. They want nice people.
Yeah.
You're a nice guy. You're going
Oh,
to do well.
thank you.
Yeah.
I
Is
just
this
don't
me?
know how to get in front of those people.
You know what? We'll talk.
Okay.
I don't know, but I might have some ideas. I'd like to hear what you do.
I would love to hear your ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. I like doing that.
I'm always open to trying new things and everything.
I'm the connection maker today.
I love it.
Oh, that's
I
very
love it.
exciting.
I do because I've learned more from people starting out than I ever did in my career about what's important. It brings you back to that sense of self, and just that watching another flower bloom is just so exciting for me.
It is. It truly is.
It really is.
Yeah.
Okay, so do I need to go somewhere now?
Yes.
Where am I going to go? Choices. I don't want to do that. That's nasty. The road less traveled. I don't want to do that either. Hurry up, Cindy. Can I go straight down the block
Yeah.
like that? I sure can.
Very nice.
Very nice. Well, we'll see how that works out. Unlike yourself, I'm not strategizing.
I'll make a similar move and just go straight over this way.
This is a really cool game.
It is a fun game.
I'd never heard of it until today.
It's
No.
definitely a consequences game. If you're not paying attention, the consequences can be dire.
I don't take myself too seriously, as you can plainly see. Where now? Okay,
So you're right here. on that
Okay, on that one, that helps,
Yeah.
I think. Well, looks kind of interesting, but I don't think I can get there, so maybe I can. Oh, bingo, I'm coming into your territory.
Ooh.
Ooh,
come right down
I
to
come down to
here.
there.
Oh, we're running out of tiles here.
Uh-huh.
When you're left with nothing else in the discard pile or in the pull deck, and you've only got what's in your hands, you can get really trapped.
Work my way over here. And I've still got all this space to play with.
Oh no, now I am in trouble. No, I think I'm okay.
So is your family really supportive and encouraging? Good.
Yeah. They try
That's
to be as supportive
important
as they
too.
can, for sure.
That, because at the end of the day, you really care what your family thinks. You know?
Oh, I got the last tile. It's your
Oh,
turn,
well,
Sydney.
now. Okay.
No new tiles.
New tiles. Heavens. Okay. E. What will that do for me? Oh, let's just find out. Oh. Oops, sorry. So, I'm going to wreck the game.
Oh no, I think you just went off
Okay.
the board.
No, I got there.
You got to keep going. The path still
Oh, I
goes.
go,
Got to go all the way to the end of the path.
Not as smart as I think I am.
Oh
right now.
man.
I just got cut down to size.
Cindy's down.
Speaking of egos.
Okay.
Play this over here and just slide forward.
Oh, very nice.
This is getting kind of scary, though.
I think I get to stay in one more.
Here
we go.
Oh, aren't you clever?
I'll just
Maybe
slide
not.
forwards over here.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
This may be it for both of us.
Yeah, I think it is. I think I don't have any way to save myself.
What happens if our paths collide?
Sometimes it happens. I don't know. I think that means you lose. I'm not quite sure. Well, that's what's about to happen anyway, so. But you're going to die first.
Oh, yeah, because I have to travel less.
Because you travel less and I keep going over
Oh,
there.
there you go.
So I guess we each won a game today.
Well, I like that.
There
Now
you
that
go.
makes me feel
Nice.
better.
That feels lovely.
Yes, it does.
Well, thank you both so much for coming to be on
Oh.
Artist Get Game today.
This
I
is really
hope you've
fun. Thank
enjoyed
you.
Blast.
playing games.
Oh, it's so much fun.
I feel like I've learned so much from listening to both of you today. This has just been absolutely wonderful. So I'd like to take a moment to say thank you to our crew, Chris Wood and Oren Wood, for
Thank you.
managing
you.
everything off the screen for us today. And thank you once again for joining us today on Artist Get Game. We'll see you all in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Guest, Arkand Sean. Guest, Cindy Marcotte. Host, Sharon MacDermott. Voiceover, Christopher S. Wood. Producer, Sharon MacDermott. Directed and edited by Christopher S. Wood. Production assistant, Oren Wood.
Meow.